Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is 75 degrees in July in Phoenix. This is unbelievable. Wonderful day we caught here. So we thought we'd take the opportunity to go ahead and open up the door and take some measurements and get some ideas from you guys on how should we fix this door? Should we make it a slider, a hinged, go straight up, or what? So let's yank it open and get some measurements. This is my lovely wife and my two dogs.
Should I go punch it?
No, back up. Don't be close to the strap.
You broke it.
Huh?
Said you broke it.
No.
Wow, dude.
We good?
Got it. It's too... It's off. It smells.
Perfect.
You can smell it already.
All right, so it looks like it had a couple of like lips right here. See how wide this thing is here. So we're 40 and a half by 97 and a quarter by just under 12 feet deep to the floor down there. So we've got to figure out what would be the best way to open this door. This thing is heavier than hell. So what do you guys think? Do we make it a slider like it originally was? Or do we hinge it and have it open up that way with a counterweight that kind of helps lift it up? Or do you have it hinged on that end and just have one end lift up like that? So that's what we got to think about. Let me see if I can get the shop crane. We'll lift up the door and see what was maybe under the door there.
I'm so sad to see blue skies.
You missed the rain already?
Yeah.
No, we haven't got any rain in a long time.
Oh, man.
Come balance it, but keep your feet away from it because it's barely on that corner.
Okay.
I'm gonna go put it on that corner better. Just hold it. Keep your feet away from it. Dude, get away from there. You're gonna get hurt. But that's a lot better. All right, well, we got the door on its edge. I can kind of see maybe how it worked before.
And the scratch marks from someone trying to get out.
I don't, what'd you say?
And the scratch marks from someone trying to get out.
I think that might have been right there on that lip. I think that might be the more likely of the scenarios. All right, one of the things we notice here, let's take a macro shot, is you see it's got these two strips of steel bolted underneath it. Look like U-channel, with the U facing towards the wood there. And in here, looks like they had some rollers right here. What's left of them. These look like the like the bearing races of what would have been maybe bigger rollers. They couldn't have been too big because the wood is in the way, but you see where they hollowed the wood out a little bit to clear the rollers. All right, so those bearings, you see a little bearing race here. It would have had the balls would have ran in here, and it would have had an outer housing. Now the outer housing would have ran along these strips that are welded in either side of the door here. So, and then the other end of the door doesn't have those bearings. You can see all the way to the end here. It's just the far end here. And the reason why is it didn't need them because you had them right here. Here's one of those bearings right there. So that side still has it, and this side doesn't. It's broken off a long time ago. So what it originally was a slider door, and it slid open along there. So another interesting thing to think about is what's to stop, once it slides more than halfway, what's to stop it from tilting way back on itself? What's to stop it from teetering on this end here and just digging into the dirt? So we got to figure that out. I think the best way to do that would be to capture it with a bearing here too. So you have a bearing here and a bearing on the bottom side of that lip down there, so you can open it up 2/3 of the way and kind of cantilever it out over here. So I think a little bit beefier brackets there and there, and maybe some better rollers. But our other options are to have the door open up this way, kind of have it open up out of that way, or we could have it tilt this way, or even maybe possibly go straight up somehow with a system of pulleys and some rigging. So what do you guys think would be best, safest, most interesting? And so we'll go from there. Take a look down here again. I've never had the door completely off of it like that. Here's the remnants of the staircase. Just has one side left with a, it looks like a conduit railing that went down there. So after the door, the next project is to build a new staircase, probably out of steel. So try to keep everything in the same style that this is built. All right, got the basic idea of what we need to do. I'm gonna put this door back on.
Can I let go?
Yeah. None of this is gonna work. Just let me dig out a couple hand pockets so I get my hands under there. Dig the fucking hand pockets again.
It's my favorite sound.
Say ASMR.
Yeah.
Me panting and the door screeching.
Ah. Good heavens.
All right, I got a question for you guys. This is next to the shelter too. This is pretty self-explanatory. This would have fed the power down into the shelter most likely, to the sub panel, And then there's a piece of plastic's broken off there. If we come further back, here's a steel tube coming out. That might be one of the vents. And here is another piece of conduit coming out, so maybe that's the conduit, I don't know. Probably have to excavate this stuff, figure out where it goes and what it is. The rest of the place, where the shelter's underneath there, is here. And there's really nothing sticking up or anything. So there may be other tubes buried, but the best way to find them would be to stick a rod up from underneath. So what do you think? You excited about getting that door to lift up and then be halfway down the stairs and get murked, or what?
No. I'm excited to make it a useful place.
We got to try to talk the wife out of stealing it as her, she's trying to call it her storeroom for her fruits and vegetables, or cold room, or whatever they call those things. We got to vote for bar over vegetable storeroom or canning room or whatever she's trying to do with it, but we'll see how that battle ends up. So we'll see you next time when we're down there canning fruit. I'll see you later. Buddy, what are you gonna do? Come here, buddy. Buddy, what are you gonna do? What are you doing? Oh no, you're trapped, buddy. You'll never get out. What do you think of that, dude? Buddy! Buddy! What are you doing?